Hi everyone, it's Paul. It is my pleasure to share this tutorial video. If you want to plan your classes in a different ways, like dynamically, over there we can get different programs. For instance, Moodle, Excel, uh, Go Conquer, Python, Excel, Photoshop, and so on. Here, as I mentioned, the first program is the Moodle. If you want to do some activities in Moodle, you need to download this program and you need to go there. Over there you can find this is a small screen. Click on go to application. Automatically you get this screen. Click on access Moodle. Here I have gotten the opportunity to create this class. If you didn't, if you if you don't create that one, you have to create a new account. The crucial thing is don't forget your password. Login, and there it is. So here, as you can see, I have already created different activities like a glossary, verbs, crossword, audio, a good night, a night, some videos, and so on. In your case, if you want to create one activity, click on this part. It gets different parts like edited setting, turn editing on, course completion filters, reboot setup, backup, restore, import, share, and reset. In our case, we want to create a new class or new activity for to your students. So please, you have to move on. The second one, turn editing on. You need to scroll down. It is charging. It is loading. Good. Here we have about add an activity or resource. Click on there. And here we have different choices like assignment, chat, choice, database, external tool, feedback, forum, game crossword, game Craftex, a game Hangman, and so on. Okay, yeah. So here we have about a hot pot. In hot pot, let me to close this, and here hot pot potatoes. There is a hot pot potatoes. Here we have different options or different activities if according to your topic. For instance, in this case I'm going to choose J-Quiz. Over there you can find different parts of this section. Here you need to write according to the topic. For instance, present simple. Alright, That is the first question. In the first question, here, alright, and this question is, when can you use the simple present? Here we go. When can you use the simple present? On my right, on my left, you can look at it. There are different answers, and you need to put, for example, for temporary event, another choice, daily routine, another one, past event, another one, the action is doing right now. Here, you need to select the correct answer. In this case, for the simple present or present simple, here we have the second one. In the second one, you need to click on there in the small box with a tick. Let me explain this section. There are different options. If you want, you need to select only one. In my case, I want to choose multiple choice here, and now, okay, finally you need to go on file, click on save as. You need to save simple present document. Alright, click on save. Automatically, obviously it is saved. Good. Now we have to move on. We have to come back. Hot potato, scroll down, and you need to click on there. Good. Over there, you need to write the specific name. For instance, simple present, and then that is so simple because you need to drag and drop. As you can see, it is this advertisement, and or here we have another forms. You need to click on there like this. Here in our case, we need to look for so here you need to drag and drop simple present document, and automatically you get this activity. Close there, and there it is. Okay, please, you need to scroll down, save, and display. We have to wait because it is uploading in our class, and there it is. As you can see here, you have this quiz: simple present, present simple. The question is, when can you see the simple present? temporal events or daily routine. Here, the correct answer is B. Okay. On the other hand, let me show different activities I have done in my personal class. And the first one, we have the glossary. When you know what the students ask all the time, teacher, I don't know how can I creep up on my vocabulary. There is the title. Then you need to download a picture, and there is, for instance, here is the word picture, for example, conquer, discombobulated, drink, give up, laugh, run, teach, work, and so on. All right, I need to I don't know, highlight this information. You need to develop your creativity. Another one here, let me check it out. Here, as you can see, I have already created this crossword. What is about this crossword? Here, continue previous of game. So here you can find different words like this: across. You need to figure.
At exam time, it is important to sleep well. Today we have Dr. Baker with us in the studio, and
for the conquer, discombobulated. Another one here I have some audios. A good night. Click on there. Over there you can, I don't know, you can create different activities like short passages with questions, whatever you want. What I mean, this is like this is the book and portfolio as well, because you don't need to spend a lot of time to check on the papers or books. Here, the internet is loading. Here I have, let me see here, enter, and here we have, look at this. Here the title is about this passage is a good night advice. You need to click on there.
At exam time, it is important to sleep well. Today we have Dr. Baker with us in the studio.
All right. So, and after that, you have the option to create different questions, or could be the closed questions, opening questions, or whatever. Here it is. If you have already done a lot of homework, what should you do? First, take a rest, get longer, go to bed, listen to relaxation music, watch TV. You need to choose one, and you need to continue with the next question. As you can see here, in this activity has 5 questions. Okay, Next one, this is the second one. What is the issue under this radio program? What should you do before go to bed? What time is the doctor's name? Who needed to listen this audio? Okay, everyone, if you were wrong, you need to click on there, show the answer one by one. Good. And let me see another one here. And so finally, there is an announcement when, for example, when your student get some inquiries about the homework or classwork, who are able to type on computer and send this message, and you could read about the questions, right? That is it. This is the first step, the first stage and the step for this program. Let's move on. It calls Excel. I have already done this virtual classroom. Here we go. You need to click on this like a code, save. You need to choose your language, English, Spanish. It is up to you. Alright, that is easier than Moodle. You know why? Because it is a little bit organized. For example, here we have experimental, interactive activities, non-interactive activities, not textual information, textual information. Every single one gets different activities. For example, a scrambled list. Here, close activities, drop-down activities, multi-choice, multi-select, a SCORM quiz, true-false question, not interactive activities, activity, case study, PFL task, reading activity, reflection to develop their students' critical thinking. Alright, and for example, if you want to create anyone, only you need to click on there. Alright, automatically you are able to create your activity. For instance, you could see this image gallery here. And how could I edit about this activity? As you can see, there is a pencil. Click on there. It shows us about edit. Here there is, for example, the title was a virtual classroom. You can type the issue. If you want to finish that, only you need to click on done, the tick, what I meant. Alright, and this is the same system in every single activity. You need to follow up the same steps. For example, I have created multi-choice. Example, what Annie loves to do is, does, where, or Okay, you need to show the answers. Here is SCORM quiz. What is your criteria of virtual classroom and an education process? Submit, you need to right there submit the answers. Another activity was about not the same. And here you have, or over there you can write like an article, wiki article, and there is every single thing. Alright, as I told you, to remind you, this is easier than Moodle, but it gets the same activities, right? So you know the most important thing in this part, you can create new strategies for the learning process, and in dynamically. Here so there is another program to edit images. It calls GIMP. It is like Photoshop. Here we have different tools for your images. You can create banners and so on. Here, let me click on there. In my case, I have created about this image. Obviously, I have downloaded on Google, and the original picture was not with these colors. I have edited with different tools like this, with this buckets and so on. Alright, you can change, you can manipulate the image if you want.
You need to write, for example, work here.
I have already been creating this banner. As you can see here, we have one background,
The letters,
one background, one background and a framework.
you need to go there.
Here we have 1, 2, and 3 pictures. Here, how could I do this to produce this movement? Only need you get a tool to play in this way, for example with the speed and so on.
For example,
so there is another example. I have created another banner, but it is completely different with the movement. Alright, as I told you, you can manipulate any image. Another program, if you want to do mind maps, it is Go Conquer. Obviously you need to register, create a new account, don't forget the password. And let me show
This section learns about how could you do a project work. It gets different steps: issue, general objectives, specific objectives, framework, conclusions, and as a result you get outcomes and someone who needs to get decisions, and obviously we get